Hello everyone, this is Father the Everchosen, back in our runic campaign in Divide and Conquer. When last we had left off, we had just lost Kirikathol, but we have Khan Maltok with a pretty decent army. I know Arielad Dragon Guard, you get them early, but they are armor piercing, and they all have a armor upgrade and a weapon upgrade to them. We are also under siege in Burmarlinge. They've got Barding Marksmen, Rivermen, and they have Dale Swordmasters. The Swordmasters are the only thing that really concerns me there. We don't have great units by any means, but I do think... yes, we have an armory. So we will have a garrison unit as well, which will be quite helpful. Elsewhere, Burkhalpus is still fine. We have our super elite army here in Illanin. We have another elite army here standing on the bridge with more support coming. But elsewhere, we're just building and trying to really flesh this out. We've got Captain Akonid waiting for Deras to come lead him so we can retake Othelbed. And once Othelbed falls, then we're going to converge on Carverad. And we're just going to siege out Illanin. Unless
it will be an honor defeating you.
Comes.
I respect you, my enemy.
Leif may
Let us settle matters on the field of battle.
But I think that I would be decent at controlling this army, especially since we have Lok Enos Rim. And we do have our Udej Marines in this army as well. So, we are at an end turn, I do believe. We typically end right there at an end turn.
Honor to serve.
So, we'll just work through that. Sending that ship back, I'm assuming, to go pick up more forces and bring them to the front. Leif went up near Illanin, but he is not attacking me just yet, which I may be able to get that other general up there. And if I am, the one that's on the bridge currently, can't remember his name, but if we can get him up there, let's see. We blockaded, we've got a unit of Daratai crossbowmen. Not terrible.
Noble one.
We can get him in the vicinity.
It will be an honor defeating you.
Which may make him less likely to attack. Let's... Because we could also put Carverad under siege
my
if we
enemy.
get on this southern side. He won't be able to attack. But if Carverad comes out, they have 2 units and more Aquendi Sentinels, and I know I won't be able to deal with them. So, what we will do...
How may I serve? An honor to serve.
Is we will run up here.
We noble one.
And I think he would be... maybe...
Yes, noble master.
Within...
Noble one. Yes.
I'm hoping. If Leif comes and stands on that little... You probably can't see my cursor, but that little red dot in between Babak and Nekun, then they both will enter. But if he comes and goes just one tile north and Illanin attacks me, Nekun will be left out of the battle. But we have Lok Flag Rim, Lok Damp Rim, Udej, and Lok Nar Rim.
How may I serve?
And Cav.
How may I serve?
And we're going to send them into this fort, and if nothing happens, we will reinforce that army.
An honor to serve.
There's that army. Austenaire is building its mines, which, I mean, you can tell we really don't need funds. But if we can get them, get them. Trade, building, admin, not bad. Let's go through and just make sure everything is building. It does appear to be so. Let's see how close Skarn is. Pretty close. Skarn will definitely be upgraded. Don't think Talathang... No, Talathang's very far off. Kondovan could. Marlinge has 5 turns. Army... I don't think it's worth sending anything
Noble
back, necessarily.
My ears are yours. Unseen.
Bergram is almost completely undefended, but they do have the Barding Herd, which are a very popular unit in the community and a very popular unit to use and looking. I like them quite a bit. And then there's Angmar, who has Royal Guardsmen.
An honor to serve.
Maltok is
We
going to
will
move
engage them. Come and get
Sigiswolf.
me, you coward. This will be an honorable battle.
Let's fight this. I don't think it changes anything, but the more you fight battles at night, I think you also can then pick up more descriptive traits and more bonuses for fighting at night, so you just, you know, like any other skill, the more you use it, the better you become with it. Okay, so we're going to place... Do both of these have shields? No, only the low flag have shields. You're already partially damaged. Group them together. Group them together. Bring our chariots up to the side. Everybody else, come stand on the back of this hill. Where are... There. We're just going to approach with our cav and with our chariot and some shielded units and ranged units, since this army mainly consists of ranged units. Would rather not get everybody killed, but we will move these guys up just in case we need them. Would rather not have to run them completely across the battlefield. Let's set up right here on this hill if we can. Athala Rangers. Woodland Sentinels, Othelbed Rangers. Let's charge in there. Need to get everybody into range. Right. Pull out. Those are Estella, or not Estella, Athala. Athala. Back off. Run. Fire on them. We will secure this position just in time. Ooh. Chariots took out some of our own local flag rim, which is not good. Fellow Rangers. Alright. I think we're doing okay. Galleon
Foe
swordsmen
fights with horns made
are
of
gonna
clay.
get
We are
shot by
winning the battle.
crossbows. Chariots should do fine. They should just be able to pull through. Cavalry up against the Thala Rangers. We'll go up to times 6 again. If you guys would actually charge into them, that would be most helpful. I didn't take the charge, but charge you did. Oh, they are. I think they probably have impetuous morale.
Only half the enemy force remains.
We must pray they
13 to
lose their will to
55,
fight.
not too bad. This isn't a crazy tactical battle, but we certainly could have done worse. We also could have done better, but charge in there. Alright, you guys stop firing at will and stop firing. Alright. Less than 20% of our own men will have died by the end. These chariots, you know, I probably just haven't given them enough, or didn't give them enough of a chance. They do quite well. They're just expensive, and I would rather train Lok Sion Rim, or when I get Lok Enos Rim, train them. Where's our dedicated cav? Just get out of there. There's 5. Oh, that's probably, yeah, that's the general. Woodland Sentinels.
Behold our worthless foe! See how the general turns tail and flees like a
There we
whipped
are.
dog!
And that's everybody. Not a crazy...
They run like children. Victory is ours. A victory both righteous
Suryeut
and well
Chariot,
deserved.
and then
It cannot be said
Dragon Guard.
otherwise.
Like I said, I probably just didn't give the Suryeut enough of a chance. Not a big fan of chariots in any Total War game. They don't function like historical chariots would. Historical chariots do a number of different things. A lot of the time it's a mobile artillery platform or just a mobile
Yes,
ranged
please,
platform.
my lord. Have
but
mercy,
you also
my
have
lord. I have children to...
about your children. Like chariots
We
with
have
scythes on their
prevailed.
wheels, and you have
We move
Just-
at first light.
they're more
Noble one.
shock troops than anything, meant to deliver just that devastating morale damage and then move on for the most part. Just checking through, making sure we don't need to train anything. Let's see, we can get a Suryeut, which is 1,500. Lok Enos Rim are cheaper. Lok Sion, Guildsmen, everything else is cheaper. They're very good. They inspire, they frighten. But chariots typically would just charge in and out of battle lines. And the biggest thing is disrupting a battle line so that your troops could get in and amongst fallen soldiers or routing soldiers and then
Yes,
just
noble master.
cut people down. If I attacked Illanin, I wonder if I could take it. How much siege do I have to do?
We will engage them
Quite a
honorably.
bit. You know what? I'm going to assault Illanin. I know I said I was going to, but Withergild is a very good general. Very good general. But they have 2 units of cavalry, which are completely useless. I guess I don't know why I was so apprehensive about assaulting it. I know Illanin itself is very powerful, but the last time they had Morroquendi Sentinels up on the wall. This time they have 24 Morroquendi Protectors. And everything else is like vineyard units.
We
And I've
shall
got
all find a way
most
to an
elite
honorable
army
victory.
that Rhûn has to muster. And as soon as I take the town, I can remove, as long as I take it, I can remove most of the troops and reinforce that army so that Leif doesn't just get totally destroyed. Alright. So first off, cavalry. You're gonna sit this one out. You know, I don't think I need them that far back. We'll put them there. We'll group them up just for the time being. Have you drop all of it. Nope, you guys as well. So, the Loke Flag Rim, both units of Loke Flag Rim are going to go up onto the walls. They've got the best chance up on the walls in combat. We're going to take our Loke Scion Rim and send them right up the gut. And our ladders, I probably should put them on somebody first. Another Loke Flag Rim. So we will be able to get on the walls in some capacity. So we got Loke Flag Rim over here. And that's going to spread out their units across the walls as well. So the next thing to do will be to... and get you all grouped up just so that I can see this. General, stay out of this. Loke Scion. Okay, we need both Loke Scion Rim. Nope, not that one. We only have... I thought we had more Loke Scion Rim. Loke Dump Rim, you can bring up the second line. I don't have a lot of shield units, is the problem. Dragon Wrath, Dragon's Wrath, there you have. Put her back here. Dash. Yeah, we'll just keep you all like this, I guess, for right this moment. Start the battle. Get up there, get up there, get up there, pause. Because my troops naturally would have those orders already. So, we're going to have to wait and see. There is a chance that our like the siege tower is taking massive amounts of damage. This one is. But that means this one's not. Our ram isn't. Drop it. Move this way. 38, 54. Can you damage the ladders? You can, but they haven't. 58, 62. I really don't want to lose an entire unit of Loke Flag Rim to...
Our siege towers have reached the battering ram
wall.
is in place. It will not be long before our enemy's defenses fall.
70.
Our ladders have reached the walls. May our brave lions strike these curs who hide behind them.
So they've got Thorn Crossbow up here. Look, I mean, they just look so good, and this line looks perfect. Like, the only thing that would make this better is if you had like Thorn Blades here, and then you had the archers behind. But look, I mean, they just look so nice and so uniform. Dorwinnion, as I've said before, is one of, if not my favorite faction in the game. I love the lore that was created for them. You got Thorn Patrollers, you got Thorn Guard, High Paladins, Thorn Bladesmen in the center. We really need to save our ranged units for that. Vineyard Levies over here, Thorn Riders. Who's right up here? They got more Quendi Protectors up above. So 27. Alright, play again. Are you guys going up? Get up and go through. Doesn't look like they're shooting at the siege tower anymore. They are not very happy with my ladders, which is not surprising. 78. Oh, come on. 80. Not good. 87 over here. 80. Okay. Line number 2.
Our men have done well. The gates have fallen.
Get up there. Loke Flag Rim. Nope, don't pour into the city. Don't pour into the city. If these... Nope, they're missile cap. Pour into the city. That's fine. 96, we're about to lose this entire unit. Because they don't get off very fast.
We have taken the walls. It is time. time we captured this place. Our foe is more watchful than a dog.
Yep.
He has destroyed our siege towers.
Not good. We lost a lot of men coming up and being shot. But we are occupying this whole side, and Thorn crossbows should not be able to beat Loke Flagrim. The Morquendi protectors, you guys can fight them. There's some of you. Went from 133 to 52. So about half survived. Group 2, you all need to run. Get you out of pike formation. Out of pike formation, 1, run. 2, out. The Loke Sign Rim should be finding these Thorn Patrollers. And against Thorn Riders. And their spears should be fine. They probably won't be because the Othelbed hates me. It's that way sometimes. You guys go in. Ranged or phone for now.
Victory is well within our grasp.
What
Our
is it?
foe
12
will
to
surely
15.
feel it and lose heart.
Not great, but not terrible either. 46 feet is distinctly possible. I don't ever know how. I mean, the tower shooting us is certainly a factor. These guys are fighting down to the last. There's 14 of them left. Really shouldn't be having so much trouble, I feel like, with cavalry and spear, but not surprised really. Hold your fire, hold your fire, hold your fire. Born into the city. We really want to save you. Dragon ran killed. At this point, the cavalry is pretty much all dead. Our Loke Flagrim over here are actually doing quite well. They're still surviving. These gentlemen are all dead. This way. Now we can bring in this Loke Scion Rim can be brought into the city. And bring in our crossbows first. Our general can stay there. Udej will probably be after. All the archers and ranged, everything will be used against the High Paladins. That's what they're going to have to be used against. Okay, they still have men on that side of the wall. They still have men up on the wall, which is fine. What is it? Loke Gomp Rim. Take on the Thorn crossbows, they should be here to fight them. High Paladins versus Loke Scion Rim is gonna be something. I don't know if it'll be a good something. Arielad, no. Arielad back up. You really need to move the Arielad around to strike in the back. These are Gomp Rim. As long as the Gomp Rim can just like get in here. You guys front guard. You fight them in your legs. You get up on the wall. Once their general goes down, this battle will end. And he has decided to throw himself into the battle right away. Which, that's what he wants to do. More power to him, I guess. Let's put our Loknarim here.
Victory is well within our grasp. Time our foe will surely
Here.
see this and
Yep.
lose heart.
High paladins are dying quickly. Low Gomprim should be fine up here. They're more than a match. Arialat have the Vineyard Levies pinned up against the wall. Like, that's a perfect scene. That would be like a scene in a movie almost. Arialat pin the Vineyard Levies up against the wall, and then more elite troops are able to rush by. Dragon Guildsman, plunge yourself into this fight. Oh, not that one. Bodyguard. Now that the Dragon Guildsmen are in here, it really doesn't matter. Your levies. We finish off our units over here. We have our Wendy Protectors are doing what work Wendy Protectors do best. You guys throw your fire bombs. Let's look at these fire bombs coming. Oh yeah, beautiful. Oh my goodness. 170 down to 148. Obviously, we've got Look Down from over here fighting, but those fire bombs are just devastating. Thornblade we need to get. High Paladins are down to 16 men. They shoot there. Shoot over. Let's see what it looks like when our bombs. If our bomb can get thrown right overhead. Not great. More like that. Okay, as you guys run away, that's perfect. Then you die in rows. Low Gomprim are doing great up here. 57 to 53. We're
Only half the enemy, only half our force remains.
winning. But only just. Fire on one. I don't want you chasing me. But I should have already done that. Blow our horn for good measure. The only good thing is that our cavalry is 100% spared. Our Udesh Marines haven't taken a whole lot of losses. Neither have the Loknarim in truth. 109. Slowly going down. Low Gomprim are the most offensive unit. We really need to Dragon Rescue to push through.
Our foe fights with horns made of clay. We are winning the battle.
Let's get this right there. Vineyard levies are pretty much screwed over there. Good there. Those vineyard levies are gone. These Morriquendi protectors are very aggravating. And their general is somewhere in here. He has managed to stay alive. Actually, he's that's why they're all over here. I need you to shoot over at the High Paladin. Because you should have a direct line. Yep. Much better. I believe that is him right there. Now, we're going to shoot a lot of our own men, but I really am not too bothered by that. Which is probably not good. Don't want to lose the Udej, just pull them out.
Victory is well within our grasp. Time our foe will surely see this and lose heart.
79 to 65. Look at how much gold and red is in here. This is very, very upsetting. But the High Paladin, unfortunately, also have red cape that do believe. Yeah. So some of that red is enemy red. Alright. You guys shoot the thorn blades. You know what? Actually, you guys leave the city as well. Candish hunters leave the city. Bodyguard unit, he successfully stayed out of the fight, which is really what I need. But these units I figured would have been better. Who is left fighting up here? These 8 Morroquendi protectors have literally into these towers have just murdered so many things. It's unreal how easily that get up here and like actually kill people. And this is why I don't like assaulting cities anymore. Not that I ever liked assaulting cities, but it's now even more challenging. And almost for less of a reason now. Bodyguard doesn't make sense to pull in. Don't want to lose him. But yeah, these Morroquendi protectors, along with wiped out. Probably hundreds here.
Victory is well within our
I
grasp.
don't think so. I don't think it's as well within our grasp as you like to pretend that it is. We're going to pull the cavalry. We're going to pull in the Candish raiders, at least. You know what? No, you care about it. They don't want to lose. That is for certain. There are 9 thorn crossbowmen left. Yeah, see, I mean, like, now there's 91 of them dead. I mean, I still have cavalry out there that I can pull in and the like, but it's not a good victory. Not that I particularly figured it would be, if I'm being completely honest. I figured it would be Pyrrhic. Yep, there were 8 up here, and they wiped them. I mean, there were more at first, but there were 8 not long ago when I still had, like, a block of infantry up there. And I don't have a block of infantry up there. Where are the other infantry? Why did you go like the dumbest way possible? I really needed you to, like, be smart for a minute. But your cavalry, so I don't know what I really expected. These are all the dead from the bombs. High paladins. We lost.
Our men have taken control of the castle.
Yeah. Have? Oh, that one guy. That one cannon trader. He did it. Did what no one else could. Fast forward. Nope. Pull you all in here. Shooting back in the front blades. Morroquendi protectors are now here.
Our foe fights with horns made of clay. We are winning the battle.
Yep, their general just never died. Which was detrimental. What are these? Little Dumprin who are wavering. Yeah, I really don't want to bring them back. I'll bring back the Candish Hunters.
Victory is well within our grasp. Cassis,
Lost
our men no
control of the
longer
city.
command the castle.
Alright, Lokinos Rim. Cavalry. For the win. 96% of the enemy has died. There's probably one High Paladin left. Almost guaranteed that it's one High Paladin.
foe fights with horns made of clay. We are winning the battle.
37. I had 51 Lokinos around, and now they're pretty much dead. Not pretty much dead. There's 16, 4, and 2 High Paladins left. Let's pull you back. You're gonna shoot at the High Paladins, my god.
Victory is well within our grasp. Time our foe will surely see this and lose heart.
Since they can't build up their
well
charge,
within our grasp.
completely
Time our foe will surely
worthless
see this
to even
and lose
have.
heart.
We're like supposed to leave. 51 down to dead. Those are just the things that like now really, I want to say really, I mean, they have 99% of their army dead, and I will quite possibly lose this. Set you on a wide orbit shots. And it's because all the towers fired the entirety of this battle. So I mean, they walked in with what, 91 men, now they're down to 61. Their arrows don't seem to really be worth it. There are literally 4 guys left. Yep, there are 4 guys left. And these 4 men will quite possibly hold the entire city. Move quickly. Bring these guys back in. Bring the Udej in. Most elite army ever constructed by Rhûn. Yeah, by Rhûn. Completely decimated by castle walls, basically. Direct hits all these. I guess that's the only thing that's becomes incredibly disheartening in battles like this. That's why it is better to siege them out. But when you have to siege it for 11 turns. Not that I'm saying I love Warhammer sieges or anything. Warhammer sieges are garbage. But sometimes they at least make you feel better. Your units don't, like, I don't shoot into Morroquindi Protector 8 times and none die. Or 1 High Paladin and tear through, 30 troops. Carl Franz tears through, but a little different. Alright, let's see if anything comes of this. Okay, we got 1 dead.
My lord! Our men are in command of the castle! Victory is well within our grasp. Time our foe will surely see
Where's
this
the High
and lose
Paladin?
heart.
Did the High Paladin die? Enemy General fallen, finally. Now the only thing is that we might heal a bunch, I guess? Probably not. What is left? There are 2 Thorn crossbowmen over here. Go take them out before we lose because of...
Our enemy flees before us like a herd of goats. Victory is ours, but only by a sword's edge.
So we did heal some, but they killed us almost 2 to 1. And I can tell you that they didn't do that. Dragon Guard. Where are the Lok Enos Rim? Lok Enos Rim. 50. They healed 1. They inflicted 19 casualties. Oh no, they didn't heal any. They have one left, I guess. So, Loc Flagrim healed 56. Loc Flagrim held 125. That's at least something, but that was an incredibly costly battle, and I guess it just doesn't feel like it should have been. There were 21 Morroquendi protectors, and I know Morroquendi protectors. I love, like I said, when I say I love Dorwinnion because, and I play them quite often. I know Morroquendi protectors, Morroquendi sentinels are some of the best units in the game. But Morroquendi protectors with 21 men should not then be able to kill. They're not a cavalry bodyguard. You know, they're not Imrahil
Your faith
in
and
Gallu's
courage
campaign.
have triumphed! Victory!
So occupy it. It's a stronghold, so I can't drop the tax rate. We can retrain,
An honor
which
to
I guess
serve.
is
How may I serve?
not, I guess, which is something.
Orders?
But these units are almost
Orders.
like
Let us settle
Leif's army
matters
is
on the
now
field of battle.
Yes, noble master.
poised to destroy us.
Noble one.
Nakun would not be able to hold up against that. Recruitment, retrain. Stronghold. So what is here? Knight Stables is okay. Dragonwrath Guildsmen are good. Avarin Smith's Guild. Yep. Armorer, really good. Catapult Maker, also very good. Probably should have exterminated, since it is a stronghold. And now I think their last stand might trigger as well. If they attack, then... If they go to besiege us, there won't be anything we can do. It's mainly... A lot of it's Squalor. So if it's Squalor, we can... I know it... Never mind. I could move troops, or move population, because that's what would naturally happen, is that you would have 15,000 people living in a castle, and you'd be like, oh, well, go move to Kondavan, because, you know, Kondavan has 632 people in it. You know? But it is technically cheating. So I will probably just end it here.
Yes,
Not
noble
end the
master.
episode, end the turn here, and hope for the best. Whatever that truly could mean at this point. Illanin is besieged. Sounds about right.
It is a siege!
Which is not good, because if they retake Illanin, then I have to basically do the exact same thing I just did all over again. And lose, you know, some incredibly elite troops. If you do watch Gallu's channel, you will notice that he does not typically fight battles like this. He would not have probably fought that fight. New mission. Take Othelbed. We will get Sir Ute Chariot. Babak is an engineer. Rukar got something. Riding in Illanin. Hornburg is besieged.
How may I serve? Or we move.
Nakun has a pretty good army.
It will be an honor defeating you.
Avari, Morroquendi, Avari. Not a lot of cavalry.
This will be an honorable battle.
No. Trying to think. Since I have attacked,
Not one of us shall fail to keep
We'll
all
fight this
in
battle.
battle.
again, probably, well, it won't be as bad because it will just come down to troops versus troops and not troops versus troops, walls, and a commander who doesn't die. Loc Sion Rim. Loke Scion Rim. Oh, they're also stake placing units. I guess I didn't realize that. Stakes. 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 And then place Loke Gomprim. I mean, that's a pretty... I mean, cavalry won't get through. Not that there's a lot of it. Gomprim. Gomprim. Bodyguard. Archer. Archer. Don't run. Dash, don't chase. Dash, don't chase. We got some actual cavalry and a chariot. Start battle. So, obviously, he's probably not coming after me. But just in case he did decide to come after me. Obviously, I've got reinforcements coming in from the side. I'm going to leave them alone. Because it's not worth it to get them all killed. And then this formation group can stay together and just advance. Run as well. You run as well. Go after the Thorn Riders. And you guys run. A group. You should run as well. Yeah, if we can get some of our archers in place. What do we have here? Thorn Blades, Ravanian Hunters, Avari Warriors, Thorn Crossbows, Avari Shadows, High Paladins way in the back, Mortaquendi. You run across. You go this way. Suryut are going to take out as many of the chariots as they can. Keep moving. What are these? Dorwinnion infantry? Nope, they have spears. Thornbladesmen, Ravanian hunters. Go to the Ravanian hunters. Move out. Killed good chunk of the Thorn Riders. Left the Avari Shadows now. No, not Dorwinnion infantry. It's a dumb choice. It's a bad choice.
A
Dumb bad
fight with
choice.
horns made of clay. We are winning the battle.
Nice rear charge. They haven't turned around yet. Now they have. Move. You hit them. Are you guys in place? You are. Dorwinnion infantry is going to charge right into Loke Scion Rim. Not exactly the choice I would have made. The Edge Marines. I want you to do something in a minute. Throw the Thorn Blades, throw the Thorn Blades. Throw it down, throw it down. Move. Start circling around. Fire at the Avari spears. Pull out the Ravanian Riders. You got our Suryut doing what Suryut do. Go after the Mortaquendi Sentinels. It's a better target. Fire bombs going off left and right. better to have charged. We're on right into the back of them. More equipment. Sentinels are going to die in droves now. Thorn blades come this way. You know what? I'll take that thorn blade fight. You invade there, you invade there. Easily over. Shoot at the thorn patrollers. One of these high paladins. Yeah, all these bombs are easily more overhead. Which is probably due to the fact that this is the one time where I would say fighting on the lower ground is better. Defeat certain thorn patrollers and everything are just getting shot. Kingdom Come. This fun. Charging in the back. It's not like a devastating charge, but Float Flag Rim are really good. I don't know how Float Flag Rim really used to Thorn Bladesman at all. Even upgraded Thorn Bladesman, but go out. How are our chariots? Chariots are still very much alive. They're keeping you're not needed. Rhûn Marines are still going strong. As soon as they're done with their fire bombs, I would like to have them charge in. You know what? Hit these guys in the back. Should be good enough to do so. Good. Fire bombs hitting on. Let me charge. Stay for a sec. Pull out. Rinse and repeat. Other cavalry. Charging here. Look, Flag Rim still winning. We got Avari Shadows over here. Good.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have
We've
lost
kept
half
their
men.
best archer. Well, not their Avari Shadows. They're not held down right now, which is not great. You shoot the high paladins now. Engage. Don't do anything. I would love it if I could reliably use them right now, but I don't want them all to die. I like my Udej. High paladins getting shot in the back with flaming arrows, probably still not going to be effective enough. Rogue Scion round. Nope, Rogue Scion round, drop back. Run. That's not the right archer. Levy. Levy. Bari Spears.
Victory is well within our grasp.
Engage.
Time our foe will surely see this and lose heart.
What do we got? 28% of allies and 65% of the enemy is dead. It does not feel that way. It definitely feels worse. Well, you can see where it's going good. This is annoying. I've already speared her. The one's right there. One. You guys fire there. You come hit something else. Russian Thorn crossbows that are retreating against it. What are we fighting? Well, the 20 Sentinels have basically been, have completely been shut down. This entire fight. Send These Avari warriors are surrounded. These high paladins are being shot to hell. We've just got so many arrows left that I don't want to misuse them. Go after those Storm Crossbow. You can die. That's fine. Not that I don't care. I do care.
Victory is well within our grasp.
Shoot there.
Time our foe will surely see this and lose heart.
Good shots coming over. Lope Dump Rim against Rhûn Hunters. Nothing. Now, these Lope Dump Rim should be fine against the Avari Spear and the Dorwinnion. These Avari Spears, Avari Warriors here should die. Okay, you charging in the back there. That should spell disaster. Right there. Their general.
Rhûnian riders.
Oh, they didn't even reach him. Loke Flagrim. Well, maybe they did. They might. Who's this? Vineyard Levies, 25. How many more Quindy Boogaboos are left? One, I think. Yep, one more Quindy Sentinel. Which is perfect.
The attack!
That was not a charge. That was like a slow, sad charge. They're retreating. You come over against the Avari Shadows. High Paladins are surrounded. They're dead. Loke Scion Rim and Loke Flag Rim more than a match.
They have cut off the serpent's head.
You go into that.
General is
You go into
slain.
that. General's dead.
See how
Daz
these
are going to
snakes
chase
fight without
down.
their head.
Lokenar are still firing. Our spears are routed. Go after them. Go after them. Turn around. Fight them. What do we get? Just a bunch of retreating units. Fire it down, fire it down. Sir Ute are definitely the MVP. No question there. Rhûnian Riders. Get up here. We've got 86 to 37. That's, I mean, obviously that's including my reinforcements, but one, stop firing. Stop firing. Just stop, please. Avari Spears. Catch them and kill them before they come back. Yep, they're all dead. Now that battle felt good. That battle felt, though I lost, 38%, I lost a good chunk of my elite army. I felt like that battle was...
Our enemy flees before us like a herd of goats.
No,
Drive them from the battle.
go after them, I guess.
Rhûnian riders.
Oh, you guys are exhausted. It's not surprising. They're very tired as well. Enemy general has fallen. What's retreating here? The Rhûn infantry. Good. You guys are like right in my path. Just gobble them up real quick. And Avari Spears, I don't care. Exit battle. Yep.
Great
We
victories are
lost
like
717,
sweet
they
nectar.
lost
Come,
1850.
let us drink of the most rare and glorious fruit.
We killed, oh wow, they killed 250 of their, 244 of their own guys. Something like that. Sir Ute Chariot, 583 kills. Yeah, I definitely didn't give the Sir Ute the the chance they deserve. Those are Aragorn when he had his archer cavalry bodyguard numbers. Those are insane numbers. Because the next closest is almost 400 below, and that's the Arielad Dragon Riders, which all died. Now 10 of them came back, which is good. I'm happy to see them back. 70 Udaj Marines came back, which I really like to see. How did our Loke Narim do? 43. And where's the other Loknar rim? 57. So 100 between the two, but they did fire at the general and at cavalry for a good chunk. How did our Udej do? 89. We had 2 Udej. And 105. So between the two, almost 200 kills. Pretty decent. Pretty decent. Leif died, and that entire army is now gone. So as long as we hold on to Illanin, which we should, Carverat is next. And I think since we went a turn with Carverat, unless Dorwinnion has taken another city, then their last stand script had already occurred.
I'm not...
We have prevailed!
And Carverat is not undefended.
An honor to serve.
Not as defended
Yes.
as it should be.
We will
Against
engage them
Othelbed
honorably.
now. This
We
isn't
shall
a
endure
fantastic
outside
army,
their
but it's
walls.
not.
Lay siege.
It's not the worst
As
army
the
I could
time
have
comes to
constructed.
strike.
What do we have? What
Yes,
can
noble
we?
master.
Let's send.
How may I serve? We march.
them.
Noble one.
Orders. How may I serve? We march.
How are we doing? Not good. 50. Most of it cultural unrest, governor's influence, law. Garrison is only 10%. So the garrison needs to be...
Yes, noble master. At once.
Okay, wait, 1 second. First, acumen of 4. Acumen of 4. Doesn't have any renown, though.
Noble one. An honor to serve. Breaking up into 2 forces.
Orders. How may I serve? Orders. We move. How may I serve? Orders. We march.
Still only 50? My garrison's now up to 20%. The problem is the unrest is so high. Do we have a... Not a. An. That's what I should say. An armory. Which does not look like we do. Public order due to law. Melee weapon. Retraining cost is down. Lord's Hall. Knight's Stables. Like, we have the things that we should have.
Orders.
These 2 units are
How may I
completely
serve?
pointless to have here. Be better there.
Orders. How may I serve?
Along with
We
those.
march. Orders. How may I serve? We move.
Those 2 more full units go there.
How may I serve? Orders.
Put you
We
there.
march. How may I serve?
Merge.
Orders.
Which I don't like
As
to
you
do.
will.
Still 50. Garrison's up to 25. It's getting better, but still going to be at 50%, which is not good. Obviously.
My
Scout.
eyes are yours. As you will. My
This is
ears
a scout
are
as
yours.
well.
Unseen, invisible.
Yeah, we need all those units. Grab. It's fine. That should be good. We'll make sure everything's building, and then we'll probably have an end turn. But I know it is getting probably pretty close to our end time. So let's figure out what is best to build here. An armory. We need that armory.
Yes, noble master. At once.
Kittick
Tomorrow's
Foe
journey
is
awaits.
not very
We
well
close
defended.
for battle.
Mariron's building, Skarn. A few more turns. Rhubarb, Winterian, New York can build. Let's get a communal farm. guess we can start pumping out some units up here as well. Elgir, let's just get you some a tiny bit of money. Naberka, you can't recruit anything worth anything. More Loxion. Like, these Loxion have been waiting so long. 8 attack, 28 defense, sharpened stakes, killed against mounts. They're a fantastic unit. But they've been waiting to queue so long that we'll have 4 Loxion Rim, a Dragonwrath Guildsman, a Lokinos Rim, a very, very, very elite army. Leatherworker, nothing. Strondost, Lokinos, Suryut, 2 Arielad. Can anything else really recruit anything good? Don't think so. Saint Louis doing what it can. You know what, we'll grab some troops and just like throw them to the front. We need some more. So let's do an end turn. Rawburg has so many troops. Illanin's still rebelling, which is not good. If it rebels and goes rebel, that's not better than Dorwinnion getting it. Still means I have to retake it. Borlach has come of age. Babak has gotten a Candish mercenary, a runic dragon helm, and a guard dog, which is personal security, public security, and loyalty, which is good. Rioting, lots of citizens killed. Many. Much dead citizenry. Law, building of entertainment, fun, culture, and maintenance. Yeah, if I can hold. If it can hold on for 2 more turns, I don't think it can, if I'm being quite honest.
How may I serve? Orders.
All of you
We
can go to
march.
Santander. That's what you can do. And start retraining.
How may I serve?
Arielad.
Orders. How may I serve?
Go be free upkeep somewhere. Illanin will be able to take 4 units. There are 4 units there. That may be enough. There are 3 turns for that.
How may I serve? Orders.
Cavalry
How may I
and
serve?
chariot.
We shall end this day in triumph.
And we'll end with this fight. Bektar, I want to
We
control
dance
you.
with death this day.
We'll end with this fight. Well, we'll probably go through the rest of the turn and end at the end of this turn.
Fortune smiles on our foes for
Start
the moment.
deployment.
Pray we can seduce fortune back to our side.
Start battle. Alright, let's triple the speed. You know what? We're gonna send you wide. I'll send you wide as well. Borlach. Take up position here. We'll have our Balkoth next. Wide formation. No, wide formation. Times 6 speed, they'll get here when they get here. Which is soon. Keep moving. Alright. We'll have everybody in position soon enough. You're going to need to be in a wide formation as well, my friend. They're not able to fire on me yet, but as soon as they are, they will. No doubt. I just wanted to get everything into position. Slow down. What is this? Barding marksman. Go in. Run forward. Try to give the barding marksman as little time to fire. Yep. They're not firing anymore. Hit into the Dale Swordsmasters. Rivermen have javelins, but the Rivermen are, oh my goodness, one charge down to 109 men. And that charge technically isn't even finished. I really want you up here on the Barding Marksman. I swear, like, I need you. Swordmasters. Alright. You two group up. Move forward. Down the Swordmasters. Never mind. The Barding Marksman.
Only half the enemy force remains.
And a nice
Appears to
front
be
charge.
running in our favor.
Bam.
Good tidings
Pull
such
out.
as these, does victory spring forth.
Charge to the side to prevent them from going after them still. Pull out. Back in. 56. Since they're all broken up when they receive the charge each time, it's never good for them. Pull out. Not that my cavalry isn't also being singed. Okay, you guys can stay in combat now. Chariots go this way. Swordmasters have 14 left. Not a great number. The Rivermen. And you guys both quit firing and stop firing. Condense.
Our enemy flees before us like a herd of goats. Drive them from the battle.
That's that. We lost 5%, which was excellent. Those Swordmasters did a number on our cavalry, but hopefully we get some of that cavalry back. Other than cavalry, though, we did not lose a single Daratai Hunter, Balkov Tribesman, Lokrum Bodyguard. And we might have lost
Victory
one
both righteous
Suryu
and
chariot.
well-deserved.
We healed
It cannot be
5
said
Dragon
otherwise.
Riders. Not great. But they each inflicted over 100, and the Suryu just narrowly clinched it by 18 kills. The others didn't even need to get involved, but since they did, they were able to kind of pull the attention back and forth, whether they should engage here, whether they should engage there. Those Rivermen getting charged on each side right there at the start definitely secured that victory, because if they would have been able to throw their javelins at the Suryu chariots or at the horses, it would have been devastating.
A most honorable victory. The sun sets on today's journey.
We're very close in Burmar Lynch as well. Let's get a ballista. Let's retrain.
Orders.
I will only address you
I almost
in
feel like
How
sending
may I
these guys
serve?
still out
This place is not reachable.
ranging.
We
They're
rest
better
here until
raiding
dawn.
force. Let's get public baths. There. Burkhalpus is building. It's safe enough for now. Let me make sure that... Are you... Who is... Okay. We'll click off. Who is the governor? Nakun is the governor. So... Babak. Adopted. Troop morale. Tax income. Stereotype clans. Well supplied. Nervous of outsiders. Governor of province. -1 unrest. Okay. Nakun. Cruel leader. +2 renown. Winning first renown. It doesn't seem like they should hate. It's not the governors who are making this bad. It's getting a little better. If it can survive. That's the real problem. Let's build a dark temple here in Coruscant. So we completely corrupt it. Blessed is good. Mistrand is good. It's building the Burka. Oh, what's even worth building here? Warlord's Hall, I guess. I mean, truthfully, we could use Naburka. It's a town, but it's a natural stopping point. You know, you pick up troops from Mistrand, you pick up troops from Naburka, you pick up troops from Coruscant, and then you drag them to the front. You're still blockading Esgaroth. You keep doing that. Vilter. Communal farms. Devastation increases, which is annoying. That's because that increases. Trading post. Yeah, we'll go with the trading post, I guess. Not really a recruitment center. Austin Air. Mining network, obviously. Let's get some cavalry coming. It's nice to be able to train cavalry. Like, cavalry I don't mind training from so far away because I know it's going to make it to the front still. Public baths, for sure. Mataram, I would love you to be able to upgrade. Mataram, you have Yoruk and Borlach. Borlach just came of age.
An honor to serve.
Go to Elgair. Go be the governor there.
Light.
Yoruk the Inquisitor, I want to say... Nope, that's Deras. That's Arslan. Yoruk. Yoruk is the husband of Tighiz, who is the daughter of Lokan Rukar. Rest in peace, I guess. Yoruk has some very, very accomplished sons. So when, I'm pretty sure, when the command stars appear below their name, that's because they're a general. And when their acumen appears below, it's because they are a governor. So this line right here, Abdus the Inquisitor, well, no, Nusair was adopted. Dagan was adopted. Bektar, no, Bektar was adopted. Shahryar, conqueror of Kirith was adopted and died in Kirith. So Dido and Nizar are his kids, but they're like, Nizar is and Nakun, his adopted son of 21 years old, you know, 10 years younger than his grandmother. This line is all illegitimate. So Abdus's first legitimate heir will be Datan, then Gir, unless Roshanara has a son, then maybe it would go to him. But this line is pure, going from Lokan Margos to Lokan Mukalku. who I believe is completely safe. And then it should go to Deras, which I don't know where Deras is. Let's look. Oop. Lokan Mukalku
Yes,
is in
noble
Enmad.
master.
Oh yeah, he's like super safe. Who were we looking for? We were looking for Deras.
An honor to serve.
And Deras is besieging Othelbed. He is technically... He should be the heir. The actual heir is...
Noble one.
Nope.
This will be an
Why
honorable
did you do
battle.
this? Why did you do
Your
this?
faith and courage have triumphed! We close for battle.
Siege.
Laying siege to the enemy. Moving away from the enemy walls.
Why is Gimli not...
We will engage them honorably.
Well, we will
We shall
besiege
endure
that.
outside their walls.
Yep, Gimli,
Lay
Erebor,
siege.
Rovanian spears,
Awaiting your order to strike.
and then some other units. Which if they attack me, then I get to fight outside. Which I would be totally fine with. But, I think...
Orders.
Can I pull you guys?
How may I serve a most honorable victory? Victory!
Get some men over there.
Orders. We march.
Cavalry going that way.
The sun sets on today's journey.
I think we have pretty much a governor everywhere. Naburka doesn't have a governor. Mistran does. Lest and Strondust do not either.
Orders.
That may need to be rectified.
How may I serve? Orders.
Anybody? Nope, 2 turns. And in 2 turns, those guys
How may
can
I
be
serve?
of
Orders.
use somewhere.
How may I serve?
Yeah, in 2 turns, they're basically at Santa and Lee. We're
As
gonna
you
do
will.
that. We're going to send them to Santa
We
and Lee.
rest here until dawn.
Because in a turn, we'll get Lok Flag and Lok Gomprem as well, that we can partner up
Orders.
in here, and that'll probably be the army that goes and takes Carberad. But before we end the episode, we're going to talk a fog of war. So quickly looking, there still is a chance that their last stand script will trigger, because I forgot, they have Othelbed, they have Carberad, and they have Rawburg. Now, with having all that, it's basically just this diagonal. Once Othelbed falls, next turn.
Come and get
Ooh.
me, you
Yeah, this is just like a
coward.
piecemeal army, though. Carberad will soon fall behind, and Rawburg isn't anything. I mean, it's got Vine Regent Howen in it, which is cool that he's still alive. But it's mainly vineyard units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of 20 vineyard units. Bergram is undefended. Garazgard is, I guess, kind of defended, but Dale and Esgaroth aren't really defended. Erebor isn't very defended, but you've got Furhar and King Thorin
Welcome a
coming
trial by
towards
arms to end
Kirgathol.
this feud.
But since they're pulling away, you see this. They might take Danes Hall. The
I am a
Beorn
warrior,
the
not an
Fearless.
emissary,
He's got
my
a
lord.
full stack. He's going to take Rakiaburg, I can tell you that. My goodness, the Bjornings are just... Oh, that's because they got a last stand. I'm like, why do they have so much but only have 3 regions? That's why. Because Beorn's Hall and Mythelberg are both very well defended.
There is
Fastred.
healthy respect
He's got
between
the,
us, my
yeah,
lord.
the Greenwood Foresters. But you've got... Oh, man. Mirkwood's doing really good. These dwarves are finally doing something. They have both Morias now. Ugbag is out and about. And Mladris might fall. It's not looking good for the nations of good. There really aren't any left. Not where they need to be. The High Elves are still fine, as they will be, and the Dwarves of the Blue Mountains are fine, as they typically are. But everybody else is Not doing well. Still have Dol Amroth, and they can probably keep Dol Amroth forever. Their forces are just better, and they're going to constantly have troops. Lon Gallon is being reinforced by Istvin the whole time, and for some reason they're not besieged. I don't know if they can besiege and then attack. But that's the only province that Gondor has. So Gondor, Dol Amroth, and Rohan are all reduced to one region, and they're all super defensive regions. The Hornburg, obviously Dol Amroth itself, and Lon Gallon. So it's not looking good. Finnish Drûn is super well defended. Fornosterine and Anuminas are all super well defended as well. So it's basically just key cities left for good, save for like Dale still has a few. They've got Brown Boat. Obviously Dorwinnion still kicking a bit, but it's not good. Once these 4 fall, the campaign will be over. So Bergram. So after I take Kirgathul, I know these guys are coming over, which, cheating or not, obviously they're going to come back and take Kirgathul. I've taken 3 provinces from them then. But Bergram, Grazgard, Dale Esgaroth, Erebor. I'm really just waiting to mop up Carverad. And once Dorwinnion's gone, then all my troops just funnel straight that way. I'm not fighting a war on 3 fronts. I'm literally right now fighting a war here, or in this general region from Othelbed up to Illanin. I'm fighting a war against Dale. I'm fighting a war against the dwarves. And I've got to bring troops all the way from Mistrand. So I think that's the end of the turn. So we are going, and this will be the end of the episode. So next time you see me, which I will probably record this next episode right after, we'll see if Illanin stays ours and Othelbed will become ours, and we'll cross our fingers and hope that Dorwinnion's last stand script is already triggered. But if not, we'll see if we can defend ourselves. Until next time, I have been Father of the Ever-Chosen.